Hello, 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 hello. This is not live. I'm just trying this out because I had just this idea of a little seafood boil, just some leftover stuff I had in my freezer. And I had an idea that I'm going to see what my granddaughter feels about this the next time I see her. So we may go live, okay? She's a pescatarian, so it's only going to be some crawfish, I know she likes crab legs. We'll see how she feels about mussels. She likes corn, and she loves shrimp. So we're gonna see, and I know she likes fried whiting, but I put a piece of whiting in there to steam it. But we'll see. I just want to see how she reacts. She's 5 going on 6. She'll probably be 6 when I get to film it after this Omicron BS. But whatever. I wish everybody a happy new year. I'm going to pin this back because it's already getting on my nerves. And one thing you probably won't hear me do is smack. I probably won't smack. That irks me. That irks me. But I'm going to try and find something to chat about. Okay, I chatted a little bit about my granddaughter. I have my granddaughter Jasmine. That's my bonus granddaughter. That's my panda. She still lets me call her panda. She's 27. And I met her. This is the mussels. I met her, see all that seasoning, the garlic and everything in there, and I have some dipping sauce. It's just the sauce that I cooked it in. She still lets me call her panda, so I love it. That sauce is spicy. It's good. Yep. And then my next granddaughter, I think I'm kind of privileged. I don't know. I know I am. I'm so special. My second granddaughter, who will be 18 next month, she has my namesake. Her name is Carice Cameron. So, I said, isn't that beautiful? These mussels are something else. They are really tender and delicious. I'm so proud of her. She's so focused. Because, sometimes these teenagers, you got to push them extra. She's very focused. She'll be going to college next year. She wants to go away. So I hope she gets into the college of her choice. I'm going to try some of this whiting. Like I said, this is different. Whiting is not usually in the boil, but I figured I'd try it out, see what happens. Not bad at all. Very good. Oh, very good. Then next comes my grandson. The only boy amongst all these girls. See the shrimp? Nice and clean. Just peel it off because they hold the flavor better when you keep the skin on. Sometimes you feel lazy and you don't want to take it off. You just want to get to the food. But in the boils, I don't mind. I don't mind the skin on, as long as they clean very good. Yep. So my grandson, his name, I call him Man. He's 15, going on 16. Handsome as he ever wants to be. Very tall, very athletic. He loves basketball. And he don't know. how special he is, because I don't play favors, but he's the only boy. What do you do? Okay? Those are my son's children. He's my firstborn. And he's cool. He has a great sense of humor. Always. No, not quite always. When he was young, a little toddler, and I think about 5 or 6, he didn't have a great personality. This is just a small snow crab leg. But as he got older, he was the one always joking around. You know, he's military, retired from the military. Has a lovely wife, Cindy. I'm blessed to have her too, because you know how hard it is sometimes for, you know, your kid's significant other and you to get along. But she loves me. I love her. This is good. This is good. I don't really like to when the snow crab legs are small, but this is what I had for now, because this is like a trial run. I'm gonna see if I can do this with my granddaughter, since she's a pescatarian, like I said earlier. And maybe my granddaughter, my 18-year-old granddaughter, get on it because she loves seafood. Maybe it could be us. She loves seafood too. I got some corn. See that? The corn looks good. It's nice and hot. Now, this is so sweet. This is very sweet. It's very good. Sweet and spicy, because I dipped it in the sauce. You know, this is a trial run, because I don't even have any beer. And usually I have beer. That is good. I said you probably won't hear me smack, but for some reason, I feel like I'm smacking out loud. I have a daughter who has 2 kids, 2 girls, and it's funny because I said earlier, if you're just tuning in, I said earlier that I'm blessed. And God shows me and blesses me in so many different ways. Okay, like I said, Carice is my namesake. Jasmine is my bonus granddaughter. And by the way, like I said, I call her Panda. She lets me call her Panda. Because when I first met her, I'm telling you, she was the cutest little thing. 5 years old. I met her when she was about 5 years old. She used to wear her hair in these 2. Oh, she's just so cute. Now, getting back to my daughter. My daughter has 2 girls. Like I said, I don't want to keep repeating myself, but I'm blessed. Because what is the odds of her due date being on her mother's birthday? Her due date was my birthday. I said, oh, wow. What's the chances of that? With that muscle. Looks good. Of her coming on my birthday. She had a lot of forced labor. Then they admitted her on the 7th. And she wasn't dilating that fast. And then all of a sudden she was dilating. I said it was getting closer up to the time. And I actually lost track of the time because I was talking to my sister by, well, you know, blood is not, relatives are not always blood related, okay? Relatives are in your heart. It was just my sister in the heart. Me and her was on the telephone, Stephanie, and it's a muscle. So tender. And all of a sudden, because I'm in the waiting room, because her significant other was in the room with her, I'm in the waiting room, but I'll tell y'all a secret. I'm not built like that. I can't see my kids in pain. I really can't. And she didn't have an epidural. She had everything natural. She had a natural. And I was not going to stand there. Tell me what you want to say. Feel the way you want to feel. But not mine. Not mine. I can't do it. So I'm sitting in the waiting room. I'm on the phone with Stephanie. All of a sudden she starts screaming. It's 12 o'clock. It's 12 o'clock. I'm like, what? She said, she's going to have the baby on your birthday. I was like, oh my God. I was getting nervous. I said, oh my God. She is? Yep, sure enough. And it's so funny because the time of morning that she had her was around the time of morning, was the time of evening that I was born. Blessed. She had her on the 8th and had her on my birthday. That's Miss Lola Bell. Okay? She's 5 now, going on 6. So, when she was pregnant with her next baby, this is the crawfish. I just got to get that little stuff out. Oh, this is the crawfish. Look at that, looking like a little baby lobster tail. See? She said she was due, I think she was due the same month, but not the same day. Do you know that her name is Delilah Quinn? Miss Delilah tried to get in on the action. She started going to labor on the 8th. But she wasn't dilating. She was at the hospital, but they sent her home. I said, okay. Couldn't be all 3 of us on the 8th, okay? I would have loved it. I would have been like, yes, okay. But I say she's my special baby too because before I even knew what she was having, I had a dream that she had a baby and we were calling her Delilah. And that's the name she chose. Yep. So those are my grandbabies. Now, I have a great grand because my bonus granddaughter, Panda, she had Sophia. Telling you I'm blessed after blessed after blessed, okay? She gave Sophia my middle name. Beautiful. Everybody has a nickname. Well, sometimes I call Sophia beautiful because she's just such a beautiful spirit. She's 5 also. She'll be 6. We are so close. Such a close-knit family. That's another shrimp. And clean that is. We get along so well. I'm so blessed. No, we're not perfect. But the one thing that we always do is work out our issues. If we have any issues, we could agree to disagree. We could figure it out. No hate, No, I'm not speaking to you for a week. None of that crap. Well, there's no hate. Sometimes we mad at each other. Or we'll tell each other we're mad at each other. I don't like that. But because we can communicate, we're not grudgeful. We're not holding any grudges against each other. That's not what families do. But sometimes, yeah. So, my God is good. He has blessed me. He knew what I needed. And I needed that. I needed those two kids to be who they are. And them two, they're like best of friends. Besides their spouses, they are best of friends. And I love it because we try not to hold secrets with each other. But ain't nobody can tell me those two got secrets that didn't tell me, okay? Because sometimes we could be sitting around. Let me leave this open. Sometimes we could be sitting around and all of a sudden they'll start talking about something. Oh yeah, Ma, we didn't tell you this. This is sausage. We didn't tell you this. I'm like, what? And then I'm like, well, where was I? I don't know where I was. But thank God it wasn't anything that was dangerous to them. They're little, but they're sweet. They're very sweet. If you can't eat shellfish, I feel bad. I feel bad even if you had tasted it and then all of a sudden you couldn't eat it. You might have become allergic or something or found out you was allergic. Stuff like that happens because I'm a West Indian descent, right? And I think one of the first fish that my mom ever gave us might have been codfish. I believe that was so. I love codfish. Delicious. And then the mussel. Look at the mussel. So plump and juicy. And one day in the mid to late 90s, the mid 90s, I went out to lunch with a coworker, and we were sitting there. I ordered bacalao. It was a Spanish restaurant. No, bacalao is codfish made with like a codfish stew. It was so delicious. I ate it. Got back upstairs. I didn't know what was going on. My mouth. I should have showed you that was a fish. My mouth, my gums, my tongue was itching so bad. It was swollen and red. I went downstairs on my break. I bought a toothbrush and some toothpaste. I really didn't know what was going on because I was never allergic to saltfish, codfish, fish. Same thing. I wasn't allergic to it ever. But I went home, told my stepfather about it. And he was like, oh, it was some dirty fish. They didn't clean it properly. It was the funniest thing. He was like, ain't no such thing. You can't all of a sudden be allergic to it. I'm like, yeah, I can. Why not? He said, come next Sunday. I'm making some saltfish. Come. I said, okay. I'll soon come. He's Jamaican. We're Bayesian descent. I said, I'll soon come. I'll come because that man could cook. I came, ate the codfish. Same reaction. Because he was like, at first he said it was the codfish was dirty. Then he said, they didn't clean it properly. It's probably the cilantro. Probably allergic to the cilantro. Blah, blah, blah. Come to find out, I'm allergic to the codfish and the cilantro. Now, it's now 2021. Getting ready to go into, look at that, 2022. And I'm going to try it again. I'm going to try it again because I remember when I was about 13, one summer, I had a reaction to chocolate and peanuts. They was making my mouth itch. Just that summer. Because by the next summer, I was buying my favorite ice cream cone, which has chocolate bar and peanuts and everything on it. So, come to find out, it was just a reaction. I'm not allergic to all peanuts, but I am allergic to walnuts. They make the roof of my mouth itch. And it's so weird because when I was growing up, on Thanksgiving, you know how your family puts out like the nut bowl. It got all different kinds of nuts in it, the walnuts and the almonds and all of them, macadamia, all those nuts in it. And the fruit bowl. And, you know, we're supposed to eat that before we eat the food, right? Excuse me. Ooh, excuse me. It's the fish. Look at that, the fish. What is that? I remember that it was itchy. It was itchy, and I didn't pay it no mind. I was a kid, just thought I ate too much. But come to find out, I was always allergic to the walnuts. Yep. So anyway, I'm gonna try the codfish again. I'm gonna be safe. I'm gonna have fast-acting Benadryl, and I'm only gonna try one little piece on the tip of my tongue. I didn't have an anaphylactic reaction, meaning it wasn't closing my throat or anything. Just had my whole mouth, the roof of my mouth, my gums, everything itching. So I'm thinking, the sausage. I'm thinking, why not? Try it again and see what happens. So on the record, I'm allergic to cilantro. I don't like it. Anyway, they say people who are allergic to it feel like, people who don't like it and people who are allergic to it, they feel like it tastes like soap. And that's exactly what it tastes like to me, soap. So I don't like cilantro. But you know, if I have sofrito, right? This is the crawfish. Oh. If I had sofrito, it's a little baby one. Somebody's baby. The red cilantro. For some reason, the red sofrito. For some reason, if you put a little bit in the food, the rice, or whatever, how you make, if you make a Spanish rice, I won't have a reaction to that. But the green one, the green sofrito, can't mess with it. I know exactly when someone puts cilantro in their food. I will have a itchy reaction. This is a Dungeness crab. Just small too, but like I said, this is just a child run. I really want to do this with my granddaughter. But gotta be careful. I gotta be careful with the shells with her. That's why I would like to have the king crabs or much bigger snow crabs in this, so I can open them nicely for her and make sure I get, like, you know, the shell out of it and stuff, so, you know, she can eat it without having any issues. So we're gonna try that and see what happens. Small, but it's so sweet. tell you, my favorite crab, believe it or not, is she crabs, the blue crabs. A lot of work. When I mean a lot of work, it's a lot of work. But guess what? It's so worth it. To me, this is my opinion, it's the sweetest of all the crab, to me. Might not be the meatiest, but to me, the flavor is so sweet. And I will, me and my girlfriend, call my sister girlfriend. I feel like after you know somebody 20, 30, 40, 50. Okay, so I'm getting ready to give away my age. Well, it's okay, I give away my age. 50 odd years. Your family. Plain and simple. Your family. And this is my family. And me and her will sit down and order a dozen crabs, blue crab, steamed. Get a 6-pack of beer and start talking, eating them crabs. I like mine with a little spice. She don't like spice. But we'll eat a dozen easy. If it wasn't for my age, sodium, because you know they don't have a lot of calories. It's a lot of sodium in shellfish, and it's not that great for your cholesterol. So you got to be careful. Don't overindulge. And the amount of times that we like to eat seafood, you got to do it in moderation, so your cholesterol won't go up. If you suffer from a little high blood pressure, that won't go up. So you just got to be careful, because I know I could easily eat more than a dozen, because it's not a lot of meat in them, but it's so sweet. And by the time you're talking and having a beer and laughing about old times, before you know it, you look around and you done ate them all. That simple. Yep. Whew, that simple. I'm getting full. Yep, I'm getting full. Oh gosh, so good. Shrimp. I've been talking and eating for about 30 minutes now. I'm gonna have a glass of wine when I finish and chill out. I'll probably save the less, because there's some more in the pot. There's more corn, you know, there's more. Like I said, it's small, but there's more crab leg. There's more sausage in there. I'll probably have it, take it out the sauce, so it won't get what you call mealy. And I'll heat it up maybe tomorrow. But for now, I am full. I can't even lie. There's more crawfish in there too. So I noticed I only had 2 on here. I think about six of them went in the pot. So, till the next time, I'm gonna send this to my kids and see what they think about it. But we're gonna see what Miss Lola Bell, what she gonna do when she sees these mud bugs. because I don't think she ever seen them. Might fool me. My daughter said she'll be like, oh, that looks like a baby lobster. Could I taste it? We'll see. All right, till then, because I'm full. I'm not going to finish this whole thing. And I wish everybody a happy, healthy, prosperous, and safe New Year. And please, wear those masks. Just wear those masks. Okay? Until we can eradicate this COVID. Okay? And my prayers are with anyone that's dealing with COVID right now. You know, I wish them happy, healthy, and a speedy recovery. So, till then, I'm going to try this. We're going to have a better looking plate. Trust me. This was just put together just to see what it looks like on film. Okay, so we're going to have a better plate. I'm going to wash up my hands and stuff because they got stuff on it. So y'all have a good night. And I hope I didn't smack too much. I tried not to, but because I know sometimes it just gets on my nerves. Okay, but, you know, I know you're supposed to do it in these videos, these mukbang videos. You're supposed to, the juice and stuff like that, but after a while it just gets annoying, like, because you know these people weren't raised like this. We weren't raised like that to make all this noise and all this stuff at the dinner table and when we eat. And of course we could say, this is good. We couldn't even get up and do a jig. You find that the food tastes so good, but this smacking stuff, come on. We wasn't raised to do that. So anywho, to each his own, you know, not talking bad about it, because I sit there and watch the whole thing, even though it bothers me after a while. I'll sit there and watch the whole thing. They be smacking, the juice be coming down, everything. So happy and healthy. Ciao, Bella.